Okay, so part two. Um, sorry about that. So yeah, basically, with the women's rights, women were feeling that our bodies are very important and they deserve to be heard, and we deserve to have that right to say what we want to be done with our bodies and to have that voice. And I feel that a lot of women didn't feel that way. There was a huge march. I think it was in March, actually, for women's rights, and it was all over. It was all over the country, and including, I think, France and Italy. It was a huge movement. Also, a more recent one was the Black Lives Matter. What brought this in an uproar was the death of George Floyd and the police officer kneeling on his neck in public, and George Floyd, pretty much someone videotaping it and him losing his life on air. And that was a huge, huge loss. There has been a lot of, I think, hard history repeating itself. People that are in law enforcement that probably shouldn't be in law enforcement. Everybody was kind of just like gloves are all off, and got really upset and angry, which I get, but I disagree with the actions that have occurred. Certain individuals of how they feel or how they dress or what they look like are being killed and murdered for acts that have been done by other people or even from your own personal anger. So I am 100% in full rights as your own, as an individual, to push your right onto someone else and your voice onto someone else is socialism. And I disagree with that 100%. You and I are not here to change someone else's opinion or to make them do things the way you would want to be done or how you want to live your life. I think everybody is entitled to how they feel, and people need to be respectful of that first and foremost. We all have a background. We all have things that have happened in our own lives, and we walk through it every single day. But we don't know what our neighbor is going through because we're not them, and we don't know how that feels. So it's very important for, I think, individuals to be respectful, and when to voice your opinion, to be tactful with it. There's a way to say things that is still able to be heard but not hurt others while doing it. Honestly, I feel like if everybody just loved each other and was kind, this would be a happier world that we live in. So, but the two social movements I feel would be those two, would be the March of Women's Rights and Black Lives Matter. So that concludes my post here. I really enjoyed this class, even after having COVID and whatnot. Still kind of dealing with some of that stuff, but Professor, I really do appreciate this class and I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much, and that concludes my video.